Welcome to episode 4. I've had good success. I made some things the other day. I made some lima beans for Kim, and she enjoyed those, and they came out nicely. I've also done some chicken, baked potatoes as well, and I'm having good success. Today I'm going to do baby back ribs. So what I have is a cup of chicken broth, an orange, just because I was imaginative, and of course, a bit of food freedom for a Whole30 person, Sweet Baby Ray's. What I'm doing here is I am taking salt, pepper, and crushed red pepper flakes, and the orange, and I'm going to put them into the pot. The pot is open. I dripped some water in there earlier, and we are ready to go in just a minute. I'll pour in first the broth. I'll add the orange, and with one hand attempt to add the ribs. For integrity's sake, I forgot to put the Baby Ray's on there, so I pulled it back out. So I took maybe 1/8 of a cup of Sweet Baby Ray's, not very much, and I put it on there. The recipe called for 1/4 of a cup, and I felt like that was just a bit too much for me. I thought just a hint is better than a gobs and gobs of it. So I'm spreading it around, and then I'll put it back in the pot. And don't forget, always wash your hands, which I do. 10, 12, 20 times during cooking, wash your hands. So you can see I have the ribs and the orange, and it seems like I have a little extra room there, and I'm not quite sure what to do except maybe throw another orange in there just for zest. I opted for an apple instead. I just took off the top and bottom just for convenience sake. That should do it. Now it's just to put the lid on, put it on, I forgot. I put it on meat, and then it said to do 30 minutes and start. Well, I've been joined in the kitchen by my lovely sous chef. Say hi.
Hi.
The Instant Pot, not Instant Pot, crock pot, multi-coat espresso, whatever, has finished and done a natural release, meaning I didn't flip the little thing over to steam. I just let it naturally come out of that hole. If I did everything right, what should happen when I flip this is nothing very much. Well, so much for not very much, a little bit. The gas was a natural reaction on my wife's part. It said 10 minutes. Still going. So now as the steam begins to wane, we will remove the lid. Well, apparently we will. There we go. And there is the remnants of the apple. The orange is there, and the ribs are there. My lovely assistant is going to assist me at this point as I remove the ribs and take them to here. Everything looks nice and tender. Come back over to the pot, show the pot. All right, a little more over so they can see the apple and it. So you can see the apple is obliterated. The orange is somewhat intact, but still has some juice. We'll probably save that. Oops, I left a sticker on the apple. Way to go, John.
Oops.
So for close inspection of the ribs, you can see remnants of the crushed red pepper, and it's steaming, and we're gonna brush it a little bit more with maybe another 3 tablespoons or 1/8 of a cup of Sweet Baby Ray's. While the ribs cook underneath the broiler, we're also going to do a 2-for-1 tonight. We're going to do chicken and rice for my mom. We will clean out the pot and then start again. So we begin with brown sauté and start. We've wiped out the pot. We're ready to go, and we'll begin with just putting in some fat. Right now the butter is melting. We have the chicken ready to go, rice ready to go. Trader Joe's, my favorite broth, chicken broth, free range chicken broth. We have some garlic as well. I had some frozen onions and I put them in the pot just because they were already chopped up and I thought it would make things a little easier. I have them browning now. So in my Instant Pot, not Instant Pot, Crock Pot, original slow cooker, express crock multi-cooker, I have some minced garlic, some chopped onions, a little bit of butter, and a little bit of olive oil. We will then add our our rice, our broth, and our chicken. Now I'm going to add the Trader Joe's broth, as well as the cup of rice. I'm going to use my Pampered Chef bamboo spoon. Shout out to all my Pampered Chef favorite people. I've got all of that mixed up. Now I'll take my tongs and I will bring the chicken. Babe, would you grab that? Lift the plate up so it doesn't drop the chicken across the pork. And I'll rest the chicken on top. Rest the chicken on top. And then we'll set the timer and go. I brushed on about a 1/4 cup more of the Sweet Baby Ray's onto the ribs, and they will go into the broiler, which is at 550. We'll call this oven cam. Watching the Maillard effect of the amino acids and the sugar browning causing the caramelization, which makes yumminess. Meanwhile, back at the crock pot, we're waiting for the 5 minutes more of natural release, but steam should be coming out of that tiny little hole, and it's not. I just looked at the book. It said it should come out of that one just naturally. I don't know. And that, kids, is what we called barbecue baby back ribs, not Instant Pot style. So I just removed the lid off of my chicken and rice. The chicken looks done, the rice looks done, and it smells amazing. Arroz Con Pollo. Oh, look who wants to taste test. Please say it's right, because this will be embarrassing.
Oh yeah, the rice is amazing.
Happy camper face. This is after the ribs have been cut for Kim's piece. You can see it did very well. We'll give a taste test. One of the tests of ribs, and this is just a guess of how this is going to go, is to see how quickly or easily the bone can be removed. And I'd say that's pretty good for it to be pull away and yet still have some toothiness to it as well. Good job for the non-Instant Pot, Express Cook, multi-cooker, crock pot thingy. The end.